Okay, another day, another dollar in a hole. Today is the 27th, Tuesday. February 27th, Tuesday, 2024. We got the speaker mounted up and connected in. I still got to get a dial string on it. Burns. But I don't need it to test it, but I'm going to put it on there just to make it easier because it works out. We're going to go into doing an alignment on it. But first, we got to get this thing here ready for prime time. Now I already made the shorting bar. According to the I didn't have a shorting bar on it, but I think that's what that means. It's got a shorting bar, A to C. So I had to make one for it. So we got that on there, and that's ready to go whenever I get this thing restrung with the 28 gauge enameled wire, the outer screen. So we're going to do that right now, and we'll be back. So hang on. All right, there we are. Done and done. So now all we got to do is get the dowels prepared for it, the screws to mount it, and get the lead soldered onto it. And that will be it for this portion of it, and we can move on to test. So stand by, there'll be more. Okay everyone, today is Wednesday the 28th of February 2024. This would normally be the end of the month, but tomorrow will be the end of the month this year. We managed getting this thing with a power cord on it. Now after we do the power up, we're going to stick a under chassis fuse in here because if anything ever happens to this thing, it will go down and stay down until a qualified person goes through and double checks what's going on with it. I believe we covered the E-caps in the last segment, previous segment. Got pretty much everything else in there. This resistor was 60% over, so we replaced it. We also checked all the tubes again because I believe in the earlier checkout video the B8 was peaked. It was a little on the weak side, and I wanted to double check which one it was. I wasn't sure which one it was. It turned out to be the B8 tube. I didn't have another B8 that was strong, but I did have a substitute. I think it's a J7. That is a good substitute for it. I think it's a 7J7. I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's correct. And it's strong, probably 3 times stronger than the original B8 that we checked it on when we first fired it up. Yeah, sorry, excuse my belching. I just downed a sandwich and a half, along with some other goodies. And let's see, what else did we do under here? Okay, I don't think we did anything else too much with it, so that will take care of that. Now, what we did get done is we managed to get the dial panel on it, the indicator or pointer on it. We got the speaker mounted up, and the fuzzy, warm and fuzzy around the rim on that, and we got the antenna restrung and put on the radio and soldered. Oh, yeah, God, Jim Burns, you're such a genius. Yeah, I like that, Jim Burns, super genius. Okay, now let me get this thing flipped up, and we'll be back. All right. Yeah, I just checked that tube, and it is a 7J7 in there it's a sub for the B8. I checked the 6X5 Coke bottle tube. It's a G tube that was originally in here, and it's checking out really good. It's pretty strong, but this one here is just as strong, if not stronger, and this is a GT tube. This one here has the X configuration on the plates, and if it goes down, it ain't gonna short to cathode, so it won't take out the transformer. Something else might do it, probably the K6. If anything, the coupling cap doesn't want to couple up anymore. So, but it's going to get fused on that. So, we got that back in connected and everything. We got that all soldered up. This here is looking okay. One thing I did do, was I made a shorting bar or shorting link for the common and the antenna lead. There should be a link in there. This one here is for a ground wire that goes to an earth ground, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. Help knock down the static noise in the background. And then you would hook your outside antenna. You would take the link loose. If you wanted to use shortwave and it wasn't pulling in very good, you could take and loosen the screws, take the link off the shorting link off, or flip it up and put your lead from your outside or long wire antenna onto the A screw and tighten it down. And then you could use, if you were picking up a lot of static and stuff, it had a lot of hiss to it, you could put a ground lead, an earth ground, onto the G lug and do that for your short wave. So we're gonna check it all out right now. We're going to leave the link in it, and I'll just put my clippy on the G lug right there on there, instead of pulling the shorting link off. So it's got new lamps in it, new lamp wires and everything. So now I got the dumb boys out. We're gonna fire this up. We're gonna go to the amp setting on that. We're gonna power it up on the 100 watt. We're on. And let's see what we got here. We got lights. Now we're going to get probably a hell of a buzz when it comes up, if it comes up, because of my halogens and my CFLs. Let me turn those off. We'll turn that off. Let me turn off the other ones. Brick. And what are we pulling? 270 calicoms. Let me pull up a chair here, or a stool. Nice.
Credit advantage also includes 1 year of roadside assistance. Carfax certification.
That. Oh yeah, and the adage, an ounce of prevention.
So far, so good. Okay. Let's try the shortwave band. Any peeps? Okay, nothing there. So let's get my long wire down here and clippy it off to the lug there. Okay. Let's go back the other way. Sound like WWV at 10. I think that might be WWV at 15, but it's way off the dial. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it needs, definitely needs an alignment. You can tell that by, and any time that you change anything in the RF circuitry, especially the caps, and or resistors in that area, you have to do an alignment. You just gotta, and that's what we're going to do next. So I don't know if I want to video that. It all depends on the. I still got to go through and do all the voltage checks on it. And I did a preliminary on it earlier. When was it? I guess, or maybe I didn't. And maybe I'm hallucinating. Still got to go through and do the checks on that. And then once we got that down, we're going to go through and do the alignment procedure on this. So let me see how involved that's going to be and whether or not I can at least can get that accomplished, and so that you can see all the points I'm hitting. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next segment.